It's almost like an unspoken rule of game design that as long as one side has to lose and people care about your game, that losing will pretty much always feel bad. I think making losing fun might actually be an impossible task, just by the nature of the way losing even works. But we're going to talk about losing in two different games, Apex Legends and League of Legends. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, those games are nothing alike. And you would be exactly right. I was brainstorming as to why losing feels so different in both of these games, and I realized I had way too many talking points for a short video, so instead I'll be talking about one thing that I'm gonna call iteration time. Alright, so Apex Legends, being a battle royale, has this wonderful feature of limiting downtime between matches by telling the player, hey, if you suck, you'll lose quicker, which means you'll queue up quicker, which basically is to say that you'll either end up playing a lot of short matches or a couple of long ones every time you lose. That's a wonderful iteration time since you're always working towards a win. The length of the game in general is a great way of indicating how well you're doing. League of Legends, by contrast, being a MOBA means that the games last way longer, and even though in these games comebacks are certainly possible, I'm mostly talking about what it feels like to actually lose. In a way, playing League is like playing a really slow, drawn-out game of chess where you aren't allowed to quit. You could be down all of your pieces and have a king and a pawn left, but it could still take upwards of 40 minutes for the opponent to finally decide to end the game. On the other hand, Apex is like a tournament of rock, paper, scissors, where if you lose once, you're out. It's so quick, it's simple, and each loss is pretty much painless since it's so fast that by the time you've taken in your loss, you've probably already started up the next match. At the end of the day, I really think it just comes down to time. When you lose in Apex Legends, it never really feels like you've wasted your time because you've earned your distance into the match, whether short or long. But in League, you can actually be trapped in a game for centuries until the enemy team finally realizes that they can end or your teammate finally realizes that it's over. And look, I don't really hate or love one of these games over the other. They're both fun, fulfilling, and satisfying to play, but I think it's interesting to look at what makes these games so different to lose in, because as much as it should be fun to win a game, I think it's equally important to look at how it feels to lose a game.